Hello. It's going to be a slight gear change because we're a little more interactive than everyone else. So you're going to have to take part. And the way we do this is we ask you some questions. So prepare yourselves for that. But we've got a unique way of doing that, haven't we, Sam?
Yes, we call it the visual voting system. So we're going to ask you a question. There's going to be 3 options. If you want to vote for option 1, you're going to do a move named after the great man who invented it. It is called the John. John, please show them the John. Just 2 hands, in and out, thumbs up. Let's see everyone doing the John. Let's see some lovely, it's a lovely wave of Johnning.
Yeah, that's some good Johnning. No one said stop.
No one said stop.
Okay, that's good. That's top Johnning there, top Johnning.
If you're going to go for option 2, that's named after me. It's called the Sam, and the Sam looks like this. It's a really intense, silent scream. Let's say everyone doing the Sam.
Wow.
Big eyes and mouths is what we're after.
Turns out there's a lot of breath in here.
And option number 3 is called the Sweaty Armpits Man, and that looks like this. There we go. So let's see everyone please doing the Sweaty Armpits Man for their 3rd option.
Wonderful.
Lovely. There we go. So what is the question? What are we asking, John?
The question is space travel expensive and pointless?
Where did you get that question from?
I don't know, I just came up with it now. Option A, do the John for yes it is. I think it is. Option B, do the Sam for no it isn't. No, we should really get on doing it. Or option C, I'm ambivalent towards it. Can't think either way, I'm not sure. Start voting.
What's the result?
Okay.
What's the result?
I'll be honest, Sam, I never count. There's too many people, confusing, too many numbers.
Oh, okay.
But I think the majority of people were ambivalent towards it.
Yes, this is what we like.
Yay, good. Well, maybe we can try and convince you. Now, we're not going to put up a particular argument. We're doing more of a show and tell about stuff that we really like about space travel. The first thing we're going to talk about is Tim Peake. Has anyone heard of him? Yeah, they are ambivalent about space travel, turns out.
Tim Peake is a British man who is also an astronaut. He's the first British man to be an astronaut to go up to the International Space Station. He launches December 15th.
It's the second British astronaut. Helen Sharman did it back in the 80s. He's the first official British ESA astronaut. That's quite a long tag there, but that's how we're meant to refer to him as. And he's going up on December the 15th at, I think, 3 minutes past 11. We're doing some big events at the Science Museum about it, but we're also doing a massive project, a schools project, to inspire the next generation of scientists and engineers. And this is a video from that show, and this is the man himself. It's called Destination Space. It's funded by the UK Space Agency and ASDC. So let's have a look at that.
Hi
there
everyone,
he is.
and welcome to the show. My name is Tim Peake, and I'll be going to space for the first time in December 2015.
That's space.
I'm currently in training and about to launch on a Soyuz rocket to start my Principia mission to the International Space Station, where I'll be living for 6 months. I've been training for over 5 years, and I'm really excited. In this show, you'll find out what it takes to get to space, what life is like on board the International Space Station, and how I'll return to Earth.
You won't, because that's from another show.
Different show.
So, but that's the lovely Tim Peake there. He's the first British ESA astronaut, and we're going to talk about something that we really like to do with space travel, aren't we, Sam?
Yeah, we're going to be talking about rockets. Who here likes rockets? Yeah, so kids love rockets. At the museum we have a couple of space carriers, lots of rockets, and it is what the kids get most excited about. So we thought we'd bring that to you and do Alka-Seltzer rockets, which is an old thing that lots and lots of kids have done at schools all the time. We do need 8 kind of volunteers to come up and help us with these, because we're doing 22 of them, one to represent each member state of the European Space Agency. even Luxembourg, which is nice. They're only small, but they're mighty. So 8 people, I will just point out. There's one, and there's up there, and then these 2, that's 4. There's an arm there, that's 5. 6, 7, 8. Oh, that's Rick. Okay, 8. Up you come. Give the guys a round of applause. Please come up the stage this way. John will give you some...
If you just come over here for the moment, please. Thank you. Now, while they're coming down, because we're being quite frivolous, we're just showing you rockets because it's cool. There is NASA's explanation of why space travel is worth it. You can read that at your leisure. We're not going to bother with that for the moment. We're just going to play with rockets. Now, you're on a stage, so ordinarily, you're going to face the audience. So if you just stand the other side of
this blue roll,
and just face that way.
So the
It's
blue
a little
roll,
bit of stagecraft there for you. That's for free.
The blue roll is going to be our launch pad because it soaks up moisture. So if you could hold these, please, and take the lids off. Now,
so what we've got
you might want to kneel down onto the floor so it's all on a base.
What we've got here to make our little rockets, and I do encourage you to try this at home. This is a film canister. Now, for those of you not familiar with film canisters, they are...
Try and get near the blue roll.
Too difficult to explain. The best way to get a film canister is probably to build a time machine. Probably the easiest way to get it as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to put effervescent stomach tablets in there, non-branded. So we're going to stick those in. That's going to react with air. It's going to produce carbon dioxide. It's going to react with the water. It's going to push the seal. It's going to push downwards, and the rocket's going to go upwards. So it's basically Newton's third law of motion. Now, there is quite a lot of pressure to get this right because you've got to do 2. And you've got to do 2 without them hitting them in your face when you go back for the second one, because that will happen. Just so you know. Health and safety, I've warned them, so that's fine. I've got to do 3. How many have you got to do, Sam?
I've actually worked out that I've only got 2, so...
Right, okay.
Well done for me.
Yeah, good luck for me. Okay, right, so we're going to randomly launch our rockets. Just to enthuse you about rocket launches. Now, these are the most small, basic rocket launches you could possibly have. What we want you to do, by the way, is when you've launched them, if you just step back, because otherwise they will go off in your face. Okay, so are you ready?
So you're taking your Alka-Seltzer, you're going to put 1 tablet in each canister, click that lid on tight, shake them, put them upside down, and we're ready to go. Ready? And tablets in. Make sure you click, shake, and upside down, and then run away. Oh.
Right. Whoa. Just...
Upside down. Oh! Ah! And John's last. Oh!
Slight misfires. Now, the thing about space travel is really difficult. And it doesn't always work. Sometimes things don't always launch, and that kind of makes it more exciting. And I think we've got all of them there. Who did that upside down? Newton's third law of motion. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Give them a big round of applause.
Round of applause, guys. Carefully, it's going to go back down.
Excellent work there.
I think we made more of a mess than we told them we would. Sorry.
So, rockets there. Rockets, they're genuinely exciting things. We're genuinely excited about the Soyuz rocket going up in a couple of weeks. Dangerous things, they're expensive things, we do know that, but they are just quite cool things. They're just nice things to talk about. Now, when Tim goes up on the Soyuz rocket, he'll be heading to the International Space Station, which he talked about earlier, and he'll be doing, I think, about 200 different experiments while he's up there. So he'll do different medical ones, physiological ones, but he's also going to be doing one to do with robots. He's going to be controlling a robot down on Earth. I think he's going to be doing it about April time. And it's going to be in a tunnel, and he's going to control it from ISS. Now, this is based on a Danish astronaut's experiment that he did a few months ago, Andreas Mortensen. And that was the first use of haptics. So if you're not familiar with haptics, it's all to do with touch. So Andreas Mortensen when he was up on ISS, he could feel what a robot down on Earth could feel, and he could control it. So he did some basic tasks with the robot. We can have a look at that robot there. There it is. Very lovely and elegant. There's the robot there, and that's the basic controls that Andreas was controlling. The robot that Tim will be controlling is slightly more developed. And the reason he's doing this is to develop a way of controlling robots perhaps for further missions, such as missions to Mars. So we wanted to show how difficult this is, and in order to do that, we're going to need the help of another volunteer. We're going to have someone else try and control a robot for us, just to show the difficulties based on that. So let's have this guy here. Give him a little round of applause.
Okay, round of applause for that guy there.
So if you could just stand there for me, please.
What is your name, sir?
Joe.
Joe, everyone say hello, Joe. Joe, you got much experience with robots, Joe?
I had a toy Pinot. I don't know if you know of Pinot.
Pinot? No.
It was a toy robot which learned,
Oh, okay.
and you only had to touch his nose and 2 hands, which were receptors, and he walked around.
And you walked. Oh, sounds fun.
Did he try and kill you?
As far as I'm aware, he was quite well behaved.
Well, that's something else we've learned. Maybe we should stick to the space thing. So what we've got here is we've got a Sphero. So if you're not familiar with a Sphero, it's a really basic sort of robot. It's a ball. It's got a weight in the bottom. It's got a gyroscope in it, and you control it. The good thing about this is you can do basic programming with it. So we can do coding with it. We're not going to do coding with it because it takes too long. We're just going to directly control it, as Tim Peake, our astronaut, will be doing when he's up on ISS. It's just to show off a nice Sphero, but also just to show you how difficult it is. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to calibrate it for you. So if I don't do that, it'll be really, really difficult to control. So let's just move that around. There we go.
Yep.
Try not to touch anything else, because that's the kill switch there, okay?
So it kills everyone if I press it?
Yeah. But as I said, don't press that. So all we want you to do is to go over that small jump.
Is it touch and drag or?
Yeah, it's touch and drag. Yeah. Okay, so just give it a
Just
little
towards
practice.
the ramp. Wow.
Do we want to see that again? Are we that easily pleased?
Can he
Awesome.
do it again?
No! Pressure's on, you peaked too soon. No, not at me. Okay, just... No, because it's a ball.
Yeah.
We'll just go on.
And he's
Right.
lining up. Here we go.
No pressure.
You're not happy with that.
This side of the audience were like, yeah, that was pretty good. That side, not so impressed. Okay, so just one more try, just to get... I'm going to realign it for you there.
Here we go.
Easier. Okay. Shh, everyone. Absolute silence to make this more difficult for him.
Hey!
There we go. Give him a big round of applause. Thank you very much. You're going to sit back down. So,
fantastic. We did that in Bradford with a robotics expert. And she couldn't do it.
No,
she
she
couldn't
cannot.
handle it.
No. It just goes to show that controlling a robot just down here on Earth that's in front of you is quite difficult. So the engineering and the science involved to do it from space down to Earth is even more complicated. But hopefully we'll develop it in a way that we'll be able to do it if we're orbiting Mars, for example, and we'll be able to control a robot from the surface, or we'll be able to control it from Earth and move around Mars in as close to real time as time delays will allow. So we've got another little talk from
and what
Tim.
everyday life
This
is
the
like
end
on
of
board
that
the
show.
space station, and how scientists and engineers make my job possible. I think it's really important to be brave in what you aim for and to never give up. Find out what it is that you enjoy and you'll be good at it. Always keep your mind open for adventure and a challenge. It's taken thousands of people from a variety of backgrounds in science, technology, engineering and mathematics to make my mission possible. Perhaps one day you'll be working in the space sector yourself. You can follow my mission by going to this website. Thank you for your support. I'll see you back on Earth in May.
Yeah, he's a nice chap. That's another project, Destination Space. There'll be science shows up and down the country at 20 different science centres. We wanted to leave you with this thought, which I think is kind of my way of thinking about it.
It is.
About space exploration. So imagine you're living on an island. Shouldn't be too difficult. You live on an island. You're on the beach and you're looking out to the sea. But it's really expensive to build a boat, to go out and explore what's out there. You don't know what's out there. Could be anything. Could be nothing. But do you build the boat or not? It's up to you. We've been Punk Science. My name's John. His name's Sam. Thank you very much. Goodbye.